Okay guys, good morning YouTubers. This morning I wanted to do a quick review on the Orient Ray II. I just got this watch the other day. This is a watch that I won in a contest, and I've been wearing it for about 3 days now, so I've got a good kind of sense of the running and just how the watch feels in general, the operation of the crown. I have been using the hand winding function, which is a new function on this model of the watch. And so just kind of really quickly, we'll just jump into this watch and I'll give you some of the information about it. Let me get this thing turned on here. So as usual with most Rays, and I think this is pretty much advertised, an advertised size for them, it's a 41.5 millimeter case. We have basically a 22 millimeter lug opening, lug width there. And from lug to lug, I guess we'd say north to south on this watch, we're looking at about 46.7 millimeters. And as far as the thickness of this watch, these are all pretty common numbers. If you guys look around in YouTube videos, you can find these out there. So basically 12.9, we're right at 13 millimeters thick. So, and just to kind of keep you up and let you know that these are the exact same dimensions they have had in the previous models, this being a Mako USA and this being a Ray Raven model of the same watch. So, so jumping into everything, what's different on this watch now has a 120 click bezel as compared to the previous models of the Ray, which had a 60 click. You could just hear the difference in the bezel there. Excuse my dog going in and out the dog door there. But and there was nothing wrong with this 60 click bezel, worked great. But when they went to the Mako USA, they upgraded that one with the 120 click bezel, and they also carried that over to the new Ray II. So definitely an upgrade for the bezel. For those of you doing your dives and you need those half-minute increments or just a little bit more precision on where that bezel sits, it works great. So one of the big departures for this watch is obviously the removal of the additional pusher, the screw-down pusher, which the Ray, as you can see here, has. And what this was for on this model of watches, this is actually just a day pusher. It is primarily or only for changing the day, and the day of the date itself is still changed with the main crown here. So that was a big departure there, and to be honest with you, something I really wanted to keep an eye on as far as getting this watch, because it's quite a departure from what they've done in the past. It's a brand new movement. It's a hacking winding movement. The day-date function, all working off of the single crown here, has been a big change for this watch. And so I really wanted to see how that worked. So the day-date, as far as the functionality goes, it's very similar to a Seiko SKX or any other model like that. It does feel, I don't want to say flimsy, but it moves really quick and very easily when you're manipulating it. So whereas with the pusher, when you change the day, it was such a positive function as you push down on that thing to make the day change. So a little bit of a difference there. And also this is a hand winding movement, which I mentioned in the first video when I unboxed this watch. And so I don't know if I can get this close enough for you to hear, but it's got a very mechanical feeling winding mechanism. If you're familiar with like a Citizen 8203 movement, it feels pretty much exactly like that as far as turning that. It does have the signed crown on it, the Orient logo there. It does have around the day-date window, it does have the frame, which is very nice. The chrome around the indices is very nice on these watches, very well done. Polished sides on the case. This watch, when I got it, it looked like maybe it had been dropped or worn against some jewelry, so that was a little boo-boo there, but no big deal. It's a free watch. You know, polished sides, brushed on top. One thing that they've changed is a decent little departure for this watch, and I kind of like it, is if you notice the bezel finish on this Ray, I can catch it in the light there, you can see the gloss finish to it, and it's a little flashy. It actually looks pretty good. So they are doing more of a matte finish. You can see here, this bezel, it doesn't catch the light as much and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat. I kind of like it a little bit better. It's just subtle. It looks more toolish, more diver. So, you know, obvious competition, or you know, something to look at when getting a watch like this. I mean, this is comparable to an SKX, but you know, now that it's been upgraded with this F60 22 movement, you've got hackability, you've got hand winding. So, and this watch right now, you can find these on the internet for about $180. List price is about, I think on the Orient website is $335, but you can find these for $180, and it's well worth the price for that. So, you know, it's been a good watch. It's currently running about 8 seconds a day fast, and I've read numerous reviews since this watch has been out, and it seems that 8 to 10 is pretty standard. Now, these watches are still pretty new out there, so I would give them a little bit of time to run in. You know, I think it'd be good for the watch. So, but my Orient Mako USA with the older the 49643 movement, I'm pretty sure that's the model number on the movement that's in these watches. These are notoriously extremely accurate, and so it'll be interesting to see if this new movement can maintain that kind of accuracy. So, anyways, just wanted to give you guys a little pop in, show you guys the watch, let you know I'm happy with it. It is meeting the expectations it needs to, but it's a good watch, well worth a pickup in this price range, and definitely true competition to a Seiko SKX. And I think possibly it is a better watch, you know. And I'll tell you what, guys, right now. Now, this is a Black Ray Raven. I'm not sure what the prices on these are going for. I'm sure they're a little bit pricier with the coating they have on them. But the silver model of these with the extra pusher and just the standard case, you can pick these up at places right now. They're dumping them for like around $119, $120, and that is just a screaming deal on a good Orient watch. So, you know, keep your eyes out there and stuff like that, and you know, just keep it real. Check this out, guys. This is Combat Jesus. What's up with Combat Jesus? Take it easy, guys.